Let's analyze what the stock market did today, Wednesday, March 2, 2022. This is a daily chart of the S&P 500. Stock between all these moving averages. Very nice day, up 80 points. Yes, after yesterday's big reversal and bearish end of the day, today was able to push back above the 5-day and the 10-day moving average, closing up on this range, which has been the range for the last 4 sessions. Levels that I'll be watching tomorrow will be this green zone here, this low, right around 4,300. Upside, this should act as very strong resistance between 44.20 and 44.60. So that's the trading range of 40 points. That's where we have these two pivot points, the 200-day moving average and the 20-day moving average. I am not interested in playing this range. The only way that I would participate is if we push above the 20-day moving average, and I will evaluate price patterns to see if I can go long. Anything in between, nothing, unless we also break below this low here, then I could be a short. However, even tomorrow, if we dip below this low, I think that would be very bearish, as we will be dipping against below the moving averages. And again, once again, we'll be below the moving averages. See if selling momentum picks up. I am no rush to get involved. It is stuck, like I said, as I mentioned, between these moving averages. So the path of least resistance is really difficult to predict what the next move will be. I mean, after this big move up here, it looks like it's just consolidating, whether it pushes back above that or down here. This pattern we'll find out in the next few sessions or so. I could be wrong. We can end up with a huge gap up tomorrow and push above these levels. Unlikely though. Um, Also, at the same time, it could be a big gap down and end up trading below this low right here, and can quickly pick up momentum to the downside. Therefore, I expect lots of choppy trading, anywhere between here and here. Nasdaq 100, good day for this one also. It was able to push back above yesterday, closed below that 10-day moving average and around that 5-day moving average. Today is way above those two moving averages and above this level. Oh, here's why I'm going to play this. This is a range between 13,900 and 14,400. That's a 500 point. I'm not participating between this range. If it pushes above this level, the 14,400 and that 20-day moving average, then I will be looking for an entry point. If, however, it dips below this low, I will be looking for an entry point to sell short. Anything in between here could be very choppy, very difficult to anticipate the outcome. I would much rather wait until it pushes above this level or this level down here. This is a very simple and clear setup. We'll see in the next, session or two which way it wants to go. And like I said, I'll play it either way. Dow Jones Industrial Average. This one had a good day also. Was up almost 600 points. Very bearish day yesterday. The path of least resistance was now south. Today it was able to push back up again above the 5-day and the 10-day moving average. So this one's kind of neutral. We'll see if it continues higher. But so far, it was able to recover after yesterday's big bearish session. For the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index, this one had a very good day. Yesterday, it just looked like it was ready to fall apart. Today, a big bounce and was able to close back above those short-term moving averages of 5 and the 10. Now it's just below that 3450, the 20-day and the 200-day moving average. This is a setup that I was looking at. I said pushes above this level, above the 200-day moving average, and I will be looking for an entry point. Yesterday, it was ugly, but it looks like this setup is still intact. It's trying to push back above this level. If that happens, I'll be looking for an entry point. And now small caps, IWM, Russell 2000 ETF. This one is looking good. Was able to push back above the trading range for the last 4 days. Yesterday it closed right on that support level. Today was able to open higher and finish near that top range. For support will be this one here around 199, which has been acting as very strong support in the past. Resistance up here will be around 208, especially if that happens tomorrow. That will coincide with the declining 50-day moving average. But this one is looking good. It's been showing relative strength, and it looks like it wants to go higher. If I buy anything tomorrow, most likely will be a very light position. I do not like the trading environment. It is news driven, where it would not be a surprise if you open on the S&P 500, say 50 plus points, or also minus more than 50 points. I don't really like this environment, like I said, so I trade accordingly. So make sure you always have a plan also, and cut your losses.